Mentioned this a moment ago. Very soon, President Trump meets with his cabinet at the White House. That might be available with cameras, so if it is, you'll watch it live here. Here is the president with Sean last night on the deal.
I think you're going to see all of that disappear. I think you're going to see people getting along, and you'll see Gaza being rebuilt. We're forming a council that the Council of Peace, we think it's going to be called, and it's going to be very powerful, and it's going to really. I think to a large extent it's going to have a lot to do with the whole Gaza situation. People are going to be taken care of. It's going to be a different world. I think really the Middle East came together amazingly.
Well, General Keane's here, and sir, great to have you on. I want to show our viewers the schedule as we understand it right now. And it's important to take note of this, okay? On screen, here we go. Today, you sign this ceasefire agreement. After the Israeli government agrees, they look it over, they say, yes, we're down with that. Then the ceasefire is supposed to take effect immediately and last 24 hours, upon which the IDF withdraws to what's called the yellow line that we'll show on a map in a second here. Tomorrow, IDF completes the withdrawal. Then sometime by Monday, 20 hostages believed to be alive are set to be released. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday, the president last night said, in all likelihood on Monday. General, where are we? Where are we going?
Well, we're in a better place than we've ever been here. We're talking about finally the end of the war in Gaza. And listen, there's a lot of credit to be given here and all the countries involved in participating in this and the feeling that we had to get it done this time or this war was not going to end. But when it really comes down to it, Hamas had to change its mind. And who got them to change its mind? And there's one person that did that, and that's President Trump. And it's the strength of his leadership and the fact that he has huge credibility in terms of when he says something, he means it. What gave him that credibility? The attack on the Houthis, the attack on Iran, which was decisive, the fact that he's full-out support for Israel, but at the same time is willing to criticize Israel when he thinks they're wrong, and the fact that his words were loud and clear. End this war, release the hostages, or there will be hell to pay and we will finish you. They looked at that, they knew he meant what he is saying. And that is why we're in this phase one hostage release with the potential end of the war. More to do here, as you just pointed out very accurately in this outline. And there are things there that could go wrong. But in the back of the Hamas's mind, they know what they're dealing with here. And President Trump means what he says. And hopefully these steps go through as predicted here, and we truly get an end to the war. And if that happens, then the huge possibility of stability and peace in the region are very, very real and something we haven't seen in 40-plus years with the Iranians' influence in the region. That is going to take a back seat as a result of all of this. The strategic opportunities here are huge.
I'm looking at the lines of withdrawal, the timeline that's set up, the number of Palestinian prisoners set to be released from Israeli custody. 53% of Gaza still will be held by the IDF. That's all in the planning right now. But you know the Middle East is a matrix, and any small detail can go sideways at any time. Any small detail can mean a lot that gets in the crawl of this deal and brings it all to a stop. Are you convinced today, sir, that the war with Hamas is over for good?
No, I'm not convinced it's over, but the potential for it is clearly there. And we're in a place we haven't been before. So, yes, we're on a very, very good path. And it really comes down to where is Hamas's mindset on this? Do they truly want to survive and voluntarily surrender, in a sense, is what's happening here? Or are they just going to fight it out to the end? It appears that they do want to survive and move to a different place than where they've been. If that's the case, then we're going to get a final deal. They have opportunities to change their mind, and some of this could be a game that they're playing. And we've seen that in the past, but they know full well what has been said. If you renege on the deal, and you're not going to disarm and you're not going to give up control, President Trump has told Prime Minister Netanyahu, you have my full support to finish them once and for all. And I believe Hamas knows that is a fact, and that's a true statement.
Well, let's hold on to hope for the moment, sir. And we could see some joyous scenes by Monday. I mean, maybe there are 20 who are alive, and maybe all 20 will be returned to their families. And then maybe we'll all watch these videos again as the parents of those who have been held embrace their children for the first time in 2 years. It would be a remarkable moment for humanity, and I hope we get there. General, thank you for your time. Jack Keane, thanks.
Yep, great talking to you.
You bet. Thanks again.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.